some of the basic rules of controlled articular rotations and what we want to look for. So let's discuss what controlled articular rotations are not. They're not just a simple way of taking your joints into circles. They're not just joint circles. We're working under tension, and depending on what tension and what our goal is at the time is going to be determined by how much tension we go into. So typically, early morning, first thing in the day, we might be doing at a 20% tension, working through that joint, as well as radiating tension through the surrounding joints and through the rest of the body. With that being said, when I go through a warm-up, typically I want to be at about a 50% contraction throughout my body as I'm going through these controlled articular rotations. So the other thing we want to make sure that we follow is making sure we're not going into what's known as a closing angle pinch. So meaning if I'm going through my neck and I'm going into that stretch on one side, this is good. If I'm feeling a pinch right here, that's something that we may want to avoid. We don't want to go and push further into that pinch because that's just going to go ahead and really hit some of that connective tissue through that joint and can exacerbate some of the issues that we may be having with that joint. With that being said, if we do come across that closing angle pinch, we're just going to avoid it for the time being. So if I'm going into the neck and I'm like, that's a pinch, I'm going to avoid that spot, go back into that range of motion where I don't have a pinch. So those are the basic rules, and we'll refer to those rules throughout as I show some of the other examples.